Hello and welcome to part 2 of the little shamrock edging done in Irish crochet. In part 1 we looked at how to do this tiny little single crochet edging, the double picot loops and the little shamrocks. Now today we're going to have a look at how to do the picot edging. If I just swap over here, the little picot edging just goes nicely round the little shamrocks, and we start off in here in this little 2 chain loop and work our way round and down and then back up again like so. If you can just see, coming a little bit closer between the shamrocks, it's almost like a little diamond there or a little Y. Okay, so let's get started with part 2. So you need to attach your yarn into the first little picot loop. The way I like to attach my yarn is just to lay the yarn, the tail of the yarn, over my finger and then lay my work over the yarn and pop my hook through, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through, and there we're ready to go. So we need to do 6 chains to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now into the very first little shamrock, which is just here. Need to make sure it's the right way round, and you can tell it is from the little stitch, the edge of the stitch, the top of the stitch, the little V's are facing you. And we need to go into the 7th double crochet we made. If you remember, in the little leaf we made a single crochet, 9 double crochets and a single crochet. Rather than counting from here 7 all the way round, I find it's easier to see here's your single crochet and then you start with your doubles. So that's 9, 8, 7, and just in there under both loops, the top of the stitch, you pop a little single crochet. So that's what we've done so far. Joined our work, and now in the first shamrock, in that little leaf, we've done a single crochet. Now what we need to do is chain 1 and picot 3 times. So you chain 1, and our picots, if you remember, consist of 4 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I like to twist my hook to give a tighter little picot, and into the 3rd chain from your hook you do a slip stitch. So we need to do this another 2 times. So chain 1, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 for our picot, twist, and then insert your hook to the 3rd chain from your hook and slip stitch. Again, chain 1. Now we need to do our picot. So to do the picot, it's 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in the 3rd chain from your hook you do a slip stitch. And I think there we have done our 3 picots. Now in the next petal we need to do a single crochet in the central double crochet. If you think we did 9 double crochets, we need to put it into the 5th. So if we aim for it being here, we should have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets, and there's the 5th. You can sometimes just do it by eye. So do a single crochet there into the top of that central petal or leaf. And now I think what we need to do is some more picots. Yes, we do. We need to do exactly the same, chain 1 and picot 3 times. So chain 1, now 1, 2, 3, 4, picot. So insert into the 3rd chain from your hook and slip stitch. Chain 1, another picot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the 3rd stitch. Chain from your hook, a slip stitch. And again, chain 1, and then your 4 chains for your picot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I like to try and go under. So there's the 1st chain, picot chain. There we go. And then slip stitch. And now we need to do a single crochet in the 3rd double crochet along. So that's a single crochet there. You can see the 2 little legs. And then 1, 2, 3. And we do a single crochet. Okay. And now you do 2 chains, 1, 2. So you can see you're already starting to frame that little shamrock with your picots. And what we're going to do now is a long stitch, which is, well, a taller stitch. We're going to do the treble in the US, and in the UK this is known as a double treble. So just a simple treble in the US, and you're going into this double picot right in the between those 2 picots there. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then chain 2 again. And in your next shamrock, exactly like you did on your first shamrock, it's the 7th one along, and we've got our little single crochet there, 1, 2. So, or we could say that was the 9th, the 8th, so this is going to be the 7th, just there. If I'm confusing you, you start at the base and count your single crochet, then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's your 7th double crochet. You do a single crochet in there, and now you picot again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch in the 3rd chain from your hook. And what we need to do now is in the corresponding loop, which is just here on this side, between these 2 picots where my fingers are wriggling them, we're going to do a slip stitch just there. So to do that, we can turn our work and just slip stitch in there. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. And then we need to turn our work again. And what we need to do now is, let's just check where that yarn is. Yeah, that's absolutely fine there. We need to do, it is a little bit fiddly, but don't worry. do a picot, chain 1 and a picot. I'm just checking with the pattern. Yes, so we do a chain 1 and a picot twice. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've done 1 chain and 4 chains. I'll just recheck that, take that out. That was our little slip stitch joining them there. Okay, so we might as well do it again because we've done our little picot here. And now we've been asked to do a slip stitch here. We slip stitch just there, and then we need to turn our work again. I think I'll bring that there, and then do our picot. 1, chain 1 and then a picot. It is 1, 1 and then 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then in the 3rd chain from your hook, it is a little confusing when they ask you to do a chain before your picot, because in essence you're really doing 2 chains and then your little picot. But the picot, to form the picot in this pattern, it consists of a chain 4 and slip stitch into the 3rd chain from your hook. Okay, so we need to do that once more. Chain 1 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then slip stitch into the 3rd chain from your hook. So we've done that twice now, and it's asking you next to single crochet into the central double crochet of the next petal, and we know that that is going to be the 5th double crochet along. So if we look at, there's our little single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's going to be just there, the 5th one. So we're going to do a single crochet, and now we need to look at how we're going to come down this other side. So we need to do our picot loops again, and in order to do that we need to chain 1, picot 1 3 times. So chain 1, 1, then 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet in the 3rd chain from your hook, chain 1, and then your picot. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook, chain 1, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, and we need to slip stitch in the 3rd chain from the hook again. And then we need to do a single crochet into the third double crochet along. So there's our single crochet just here. 1, 2, 3. So we single crochet into the third double crochet along. There we go, and chain 2. And now if you were actually going to be working along further with other shamrocks, you'd repeat exactly what you did here, working down and then back up again, and then doing a little connecting picot and slip stitch just there. But because we are in theory coming to the end of the row of shamrocks, we need to now do another treble and into the last picot loop just there, in between the picots do a treble. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then you just do a yarn over, pull through to fasten off. So snip the yarn, pull through like that, and there you can see you've created your little join and your picots that are framing the little shamrocks. Okay, so once again we'll have another look at the finished shamrocks. These are done in white. The yarn I used, well, the thread I used is in ecru or ecru. I haven't got a clue how you say it. And there's the little shamrocks with the border of picots joined together. So I hope you've enjoyed watching how to do this little edging, and yes, I look forward to seeing you on my next video, and thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments or any questions, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks again. Take care. Bye for now.